Just bear with me a second. Absolutely hopeless. Done it again. Where I logged on and it didn't do me as landscape. So I'm hoping you are all seeing this in a minute. Oh, I don't know. That's me with my ugly mug. Well, my glasses are all steaming up. I've had to bloody blinking, sorry, not bloody. Log off and log on again. Sounds good, and I see the book the right way. Cool, dude. How you doing, sweet pea? You all right, love? Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I'll show you now, Julie, while you're on before everyone starts coming on, because I'm sure they'll see it in the finished pages. But there is my completed page. That's my page for the Kerby. I've not even sent the picture to Marie yet. Not to me, to Karen even. So is that? You like it? Does it look all right? Yeah. I'll tell you something. Can you believe that is basically the 2 pages I've done this month? I must have spent easily over 60 hours on it. I finished it this morning. I'll tell you something. When I picked, when I rethought the theme for this month, Lava Fire, oh my God, I was going to change it at the last minute, but I just love lava. And these pages are just absolutely amazing. So I don't know if you're seeing as well, Julia, that I've done a extra theme this month. Hi, Lauren, you all right, sweetheart? Have you finished your page? Yeah. Yeah, I've just finished mine this morning. Oh my God, can you believe? One of the ones to arrange it. And no, we're still waiting, unfortunately. We are still waiting for a couple of pages, and I'm not too sure what's happening with them because I've got 2 pages that I can't even get in touch with the girls who are doing it. So I'm like, really? Hi, Julie, you all right, sweetheart? Oh, I'm so glad you come on, Julie Scott. You all right? Right. So I've got here a Julia and a Julie. Right. I'm gonna have to just keep my head around that answer. Julie, I loved your background as well, your galaxy background, and that's what I'm doing today. I know. By the way, guys, it's easy for me when there's just a couple of us on, and I can look over and keep up with the chat. When it starts getting 13, 14, I just lose it. So if you ask me something and I miss it, I am not being ignorant. You know what I mean? I just, with having a bit of dyslexia as well, I don't like reading people's names out in case I pronounce them wrong. Now I've got a big sticky note because there's a lady called, I kept calling her Jana, and it's Yana or something like that. So I wrote it down. I just hope I still pronounce it right when she comes, if she comes on. Anyway, what I'm going to do is, I don't know if any of you guys were on last week. I did this page. I'd already done the background in my Mythomorphia. This one's from Mythomorphia. And I'll just show it you now. It's not that one. I actually had to buy a new Mythomorphia book because I didn't like it. So I have got doubles in all Kerby's books, except for Mythomorphia, and I was so surprised that I didn't have, like some of his books, I've got three or four copies. It's like Worlds of Worlds, Worlds Within Worlds. That is my total favourite book, and that is the first book I started colouring in. So here we go. Now it doesn't look too bad today. Oh, I don't know. I'm not keen on the background. I did it with Neo Colours. And I'm not too keen with how it's got. Oh, don't tell me Doug is going to start now. And then the other night on the live stream, I used Arteza Metallic, and I can't go over it, to shade his face. So I was a bit put off, and I don't like the way I've done the gems neither. I had other things planned, but because I was on the live, I just started going for it, but then got carried away. So because I bought another book, are you this? Have you got? I know, that's what I thought, because it's metallic. I just thought, I'm hopeless. I've never coloured portraits before, portrait pictures, and I was just trying to wing it, and then someone said to me, well, he's mythic, so he doesn't have to look, you can make him look however. So I thought, why not make him look a bit, come here. I think he's going to have to bear with me tonight. I've not got none of the children, my grandchildren, but I've got a yappy dog. So, hi B, you alright, sweetheart? Thank you very much for coming over. Nice to have you with us. And Sue, hi Sue, you alright, sweetheart? So I was just saying, guys, then, the other night I was working on this one, and I did the metallic. I used the Arteza metallic 24, and I don't know, I like it now looking at it, but the other day, no, I think it's these what have put me off. What are they? I don't know what they are. Anyway, I bought a new Mythomorphia, and this morning I've used, what's it called? That stuff you put on it, it feels like rubber. Is it supposed to feel like rubber? I've never used it before. I'm on portraits. Oh my God, don't say that to me. I can't do portraits. I said that last time. It's like, no. So that's why I used the shiny stuff, so I wouldn't have to really go into it. But I've used that, I can't remember what it's called. Just bear with me one sec. Hiya, Kelly. All right, sweetheart. Thank you for coming over. How you doing, my love? I'm just trying to search liquid text, is it called? Here it is. Now, you're going to laugh as well. This was a full bottle this morning. So it's Winsor & Newton, colourless art masking fluid. I've had this about 2 years because I seen someone use it when I very first started. Oh, it's 2 years as well. On the 4th, I think, that I started my colouring journey. Just bear with me a minute. I'm trying to do this with a dog on my knee because he's yapping. So, yeah, I've done this. Now, I've seen loads of people using paintbrushes and them getting, all messed up. Now, I use this. It's what Marie sent me. It's an Arteza rubber pencil. And then, obviously, you use that bit for getting your fluff up, your bits away, don't you? But I used the end of that, and it was absolutely brilliant, for getting into. I just dipped it into the pot and then went round everywhere. Now, I did this morning about 10 o'clock, so I hope it's going to be all right. Masking fluid, there's no one, Julie. I knew you'd all come through for me. So, yeah, so I dipped it in that. You can even see the dust on the top, how long I've had it in my scruff answer. And then I went all over, and I went all around these little bits round here. And I even went over the stars. I think I did dead well. And then I dipped it in and started flicking it all over the page because I wanted to have, like white stars. Then, like a gonk, I knocked the bottle over. Didn't go on any of my page. It didn't go on my double page for my collab, thank God. But it went all over my iPhone. So Jace was here, my grandson, who's only 3, and he went, oh, Nana. I went, oh, yeah, Jace. So anyway, I asked him to go and get me a tea towel. Luckily enough, it's not affected my phone or anything like that. Otherwise, I won't be filming on it now. So yeah, I lost half the bottle of it, which I'm a bit gutted about, but I'm sure it's going to last me loads. So what I'm thinking now is, because I've put it on and it was 10 hours ago, will it still come off easy? Like a gunk. Yeah, that's what we call ourselves. When you do that, you're a gonk. Could use worse words. So, what I'm thinking of is, just let me get rid of Dougie a sec. Well, not get rid of him. Let me just see if he'll settle down somewhere. In Worlds of Worlds, I did this page quite early on in my... Yeah, this was August 21. So yeah, I started in the May. And I did this, and I quite liked the way it came out. I did that page as well, but I used mainly blues because they were mostly fish, so I saw that as the water side. Oh gee, let me just grab Dougie a minute. He just nicked off with the... Hello, pens. Bear with me a second. Don't start. Guys, Marie sent me a load of refills for my glitter pens, and he just keeps running off with them. So yeah, I'm back anyway. So I'm thinking of trying to create something like this as a background for the Sandman page, and then hopefully, I don't know if you guys have seen the May theme challenge that I've put out there, because obviously I'm 50, like I've not told anybody, have I? I know that's all I keep going on about. So this month is lava and fire theme, and then also, because it's my birthday, this is my favourite page out of Alien Worlds. I absolutely love it. As soon as I seen it, and even in my book, me flip through of the book that I did on my channel, I said, this is me. That is how I feel when I mess up on a Kerby page. That is me. I've actually got steam coming out my ears and my elbows. So that is definitely me on a bad day. So what I've done is, I've also added this as a buddy challenge, a buddy page challenge. So it's still in with the lava and fire theme for this month for May, which goes from obviously the 1st to the 31st. And I've done hashtag as well. There is details. I'll also be doing a proper video tomorrow showing everybody, you know, what pages I'm planning on colouring. I say plan on colouring, but I only actually got 3 pages completed this month because my collab page took me so long. So yes, I'm hoping to start on this. So I thought we'll do an hour on this page, and then I'll come on. I'm hoping to use obviously the same colours as I did for the thingy page, my other one, which is completed. So I'll just show you again. That's it completed. So I've read at the back, and it says the volcanic beast lives at the bottom of the cave or whatever, you know, like down in the bottoms, and when it gets angry, it does, you know, it can make earthquakes and stuff like that. So obviously he's going to be similar colours to I've done the lava rocks, but I want them brighter. I don't want it all to be just another dark page. Obviously there's going to be a lot of lava on there, so I'll be using the same colours again for my part of the challenge. So is everyone still there? I'm not seeing anyone on the chat for a little bit. I don't know if I'm stuck or everyone's gone off and I don't know how to check. So I hope it's all still good. Hope everyone's still there. I don't know how to get my page to move down. Oh, there it is. Oh, Dougie, keep still. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, right, Julia, thank you for that, sweetheart. Yeah, if you can just keep giving me a thumbs up, Julia, now and again to let me know that someone's still there. I'm not talking. Mind you, it don't matter if I talk to myself. It's what I do when I'm videoing anyway. Now, little bugger lugs is here on my knee. I don't want him barking through it all, so I just want to make sure you're still there, Julia. Say Julia and Julia. Oh my goodness. That's like my 21 and 22. So I'm going to do this background in Tim Strokes, I was going to say then. Tim Holtz Distress Inks. And I bought some of these, you know, the coloured ones. I've got the black ones. I think the black ones are like £10 for, you get all different sizes, little ones and big ones. But I've got the coloured ones now as well. So the colours I'm going to use are, in the Distress Help teams, are Mustard Seed, Twisted Citron, Dusty Concord, Blueprint Sketch, and Black Soot. So they're the 5 colours I'm going to use. I'm just going to use them randomly around the page, and hopefully I'll get something like I got last time I did the page. So I'm just going to start anyway, guys. So hope everyone's all right. What he's working on at the moment? Are you doing a Kerby page, or are you colouring someone else? Obviously, I only colour Kerby, but that doesn't mean I expect everyone else to only colour Kerby. You know what I mean? I do like. Just bear with me a minute, guys. Let me just get in my bed. Right, Dugs, come here. You know what? Last week it was our little Jace who came and did a show. And said, right, you sit there on that table. That's a good boy. That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. So let me just put that page up there. So yeah, that's me buddy colour page. I don't know if anyone fancies joining in with that buddy colour page, but I thought it'd be great because obviously I love Kerby. It's my favourite page and it's my 50th. So why not? So I thought everyone can come and colour it. Still add it into the normal hashtag, which is, like I say, it's hashtag Kerby lava stroke fire 2023. But there's loads of, you know, I'll be doing loads of messaging and stuff like that. So, but if you're stuck, you can always give me a shout. So I'm just going to start with the mustard seed. Is this stuff supposed to be sticky, guys? Oh, you do? Oh, all right, are you? Oh, you'll have to send me a picture, Julie. Yeah. And these these distress inks I've had for the longest time. Honest to God, guys, I did, before I even started my colouring, like I say, 2 years ago, I did card making, and I used these so much on the different cards and stuff like that. I don't know if I've covered all the Sandman, but we shall just go for it. I want it to be quite colourful, and I was inspired to do this by Sarah Carrot, is it? I think I pronounce her surname. She's got a YouTube channel and she does the most fabulous backgrounds using her inks. She doesn't use the distress inks. She uses, I'm not too sure which brand, but they are so vibrant. So I was watching her last night when I was in bed, and I honestly wanted to get up and start doing a background because she just made it look, you know, so just brilliant. So because her colours were so vibrant, I started to wonder whether my Tim Holtz were still vibrant, because I must have had them at least 8-10 years easily. Oh, Julia, any page, volcanic. I'm glad you like. I knew you'd be on it, sweetheart. Yeah, there's loads of people what are really, really liking the theme challenges, and I just thought we'd start bringing something else to it, because obviously, you know, the galaxy theme, a lot of people wasn't too sure, and especially if they didn't have a copy of Alien Worlds, a lot of people were put off by that. But I've had some absolutely fantastic pages. I can't wait. My favourite time of the month is when obviously, you know, I go on Facebook and I get everyone's pictures from there, and I start putting my video together of the completed pages. And that's when I usually I get a bit emotional, to be honest with you guys, because like I've said before in the past, it's just little old me sat here, and I just want everybody to just love Kerby pages and realise that you can have so much fun with them. A lot of people are put off by them. When they first see them, they think, oh no, I can't colour that. But I've not coloured anything else in the last 2 years of my colouring journey. So I don't know anything different. But like I said the other day, there's no way. Oh, that soldier she did. Yeah, that was her page for the collab. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? She's just fabulous to watch, and she's such a lovely lady. Everybody is on here, though. Everyone's dead friendly. All the other YouTubers, and that's one thing I was actually scared of when I first come onto YouTube. It was like, well, how will people be with me? Because obviously I'm not the best colorist. I've gone over there, knickers. Doesn't matter, I'll be able to cover it with something. I only went round the edges because I didn't know if this stuff was going to come off or anything. So watch this, I'll have a cracking background and it'll all rip off, and no it won't. Think positive. Let's think positiveness. That's a nice colour. I like that one. It's nice and bright, isn't it? And with it being a galaxy as well, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly blended, you know, right together, because galaxies aren't, are they? But yeah, when I was watching Sarah last night, I was just like, got to redo my Sandman. And then what I'm planning on doing in is pencil, I think, and I'm going to use the on all the crystals, because like I said the last time I was on, I've not really coloured crystals before, so that might be a theme what's coming up soon in the next couple of months. Crystals. That doesn't mean I'll start getting ahead of yourselves and doing crystal pages, you know, and like me announcing, oh look, it's crystals this month, and then everyone jumping on saying, oh yeah, I've already done my page, because you don't know when it'll be. It might be next month, it might be December, who knows. So now I'm going in with the blueprint sketch, or should I go in with the purple next? Sack it. It's all going to go over anyway in bits. So I'm getting tangled up in my microphone wire now. Let me just try and wrap it round another time. Just hope Dougie doesn't jump off and do something, because I will hang myself. And if you can hear a knocking as well, I do apologise. I've moved my table round today, finally, after wanting it done for so long. And there's something knocking, and I don't know what it is, so I'll have to get one of the twins to... I'm just trying to say, I know what it is, I think. Yeah, it's because I've put, you know, my ring light, I've put it on me my desk because it was to the, like behind me to the right. And I had an old lamp in front of my desk, which I've now got rid of. So then the tripod wouldn't fit between my desk and the wall. So I taped it on. So it's that what's banging on the wall. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, I think I just moved my table. Sorry if I've moved everybody. Is that a bit better? I've not brought you far in on this one because it's obviously just working on the background. So yeah, I've never used the masking fluid before. Like I say, I've had it for the longest of times. I don't know if these are drying up or not, or whether it's just because I've not used them for so long. So what's everyone been up to? Have you all been just working and chilling and school runs and the normal, or has anyone been up to anything really nice, anything different? I've had Brody today. I had Jace last night, and then his mum went and picked Brody up this morning from our Katie, because our Katie was busy. She was going out. So she brought Brody up here. I then spent the day up here with me and Brody and Jace. It was really nice actually to spend the day. It's not often I get to spend time with our Chloe because she's obviously always busy or working or whatever. So I tell you something, guys, it's warm, isn't it? I'm absolutely sweating. Hi, Pixie Wings, you alright, sweetheart? Yeah, got a new microphone now, even though it's wrapped around my neck twice now, because it's getting in my way dangling in front of the phone. So, just been laughing then, saying I hope Dougie doesn't run off with something again, because he just ran off with some pens a minute ago. So yeah, I'm just creating a new. I did start this one the other day. I'd already done a galaxy background on it, because last month's Kerby theme challenge was galaxies, and I only managed to complete one page for the theme itself, and this is a whip because it was already started. So I just wanted to see if I could get it finished before I put the video out, because anyone's pages if they complete pages for the monthly theme challenge and put it in the hashtag that I provide each month, I make a video with everyone's pages, and it is absolutely brilliant. You know, some of the pages are absolutely fantastic, but I know we've had the collaboration as well that myself and Karen have done this month, so it's been a bit of a busy month to say the least. So I'm going to do a bit of Dusty Concord now, and I'll just go over other parts. I don't know if to bring a bit of pink into this, actually. I don't know. See how I go on. So I'm just using the Tim Holtz mini distress inks. Like I say, I've had these for such a long time. I'm dreading trying to get this stuff off here. I've used that liquid masking fluid in case anyone's just coming in. Not too sure, I've never used it before. And I did it this morning, I put it on, and I'm sure someone said don't leave it too long because sometimes it can stick. I just want to put a bit of green. down here. So I hope you don't mind me doing this page, guys. I know I did it the other night, but I just really didn't like the way it turned out. As well, what I've noticed with these distress inks, once you've put a layer down, once you come in to put a second layer, it goes on so much easier. The second time, you know what I mean? It goes down, the colour that really seems to brighten. So when you're doing a distress ink page, your first layer will go down a little bit harder than the second. Put a bit of this up here as well, see, might as well, haven't we? I can always blacken it out if I don't want it. I just wanted a better on the bottom of these as well. I do, you know, the Tim Holtz blending tools. I have got these, what I do store in the bottom of them all. I just automatically bought enough, but these are a lot easier. These blending brushes, so much easier. Right, what's that colour? See? Purple. A bit of a little purple. So this is Seedless. No, it's not Dusty Concord. So yeah, I'm not going to work on this page all night because I do want to get a bit on the buddy colour page. Or should I say the buddy, what have I called it? Buddy page challenge or something like that I called it. So it's still in the lava fire theme, which is the theme for this month. So basically, if you've not joined in before, just go through all your Kerby books and see what page jumps out for you. That you can colour in a lava or fire theme. There's loads of pages. I was going through them before because obviously I do a video sharing the pages that I plan to colour or that I'd like to colour for each theme. And then I usually just colour pages for each theme each month. So every page I do will be like lava fire theme. So this one is towards the galaxy, but this month I thought I'd do a bit of a, I want to try and, I don't know if anybody knows, is there a world record of the amount of people who've coloured one page as a group? Because I was just thinking the other night in bed, I was like, how cool would it be if everyone did, we all coloured the same page? Obviously not just the same page, I want everyone to go through their Kerby books and pick out their own pages, but as a second option for this month's challenge, I thought I'd do a buddy colour page for us all to complete, and I've picked the Volcanic Beast from Alien Worlds because obviously there's a fantastic section of lava, which I've told you all before. I've got a thing for lava. I can sit for hours and just watch lava slowly flowing down the mountains. It's just gorgeous. Well, thank you, Kelly. A buddy birthday chat. Oh, I could have called it that, shouldn't I? I should have reached out and asked someone. Yeah, that's what I could have called it. Well, that's what it is from now on. Yeah. Yeah, a safety pin. Oh, you know what? I never thought I've got a load of safety pins in one of my drawers. It has got a clip with it. You know what you put on your, like on your shirt? But I took it out of the box and I wondered what it was, and before I knew it, it snapped off. Because I'm quite heavy-handed. So, Yeah, but I never thought of using that. And it had a little ball on, like a little fuzzy ball on the end of it. It was there before. Don't know where it's gone. Dougie's probably ate it. Don't know he'll have ate it though, because I keep it safe on me. Mind you, nothing's safe from him. So I'll just go fill these other parts in, and then I'll just give it another go over with all the colours. But yeah, they're nice bright colours, these, aren't they? And this is the thing as well, guys. It's not like I've tried these out neither. I just have all my little inks in a... See if I can get it on for you. I have to be careful because it falls apart, because even though it's made for these, it's just this. I don't know if you can see it there. It's just a little unit, and when you pull the trays out, it has little gaps for you to put your inks, so you can either take your tray out and just take your lids off and use it from that, but I usually have them all in colour order, like the reds and the yellows and then the blues and stuff like that. I've not got all his latest colours. I know these were, like I say, bought years and years and years ago, so I don't know if it's just 60. I think how many's on a sheet? 3, 6, 9, 12. So there's 12 on each tray. So it must be 60, mustn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 trays. And I think it was oh, Julie, you're so sweet. And make it your first page. Oh, that's so sweet of you. But yeah, I just thought if we all, not that it's going to go in the Guinness Book or whatever, but you know what I mean? Imagine if, say, 70 people, because I know last month in the water theme challenge, there was like 150 people added pages, there for the water theme. I don't even know. I'm not even guessed. I know there's about 30 people or 25 people on our Facebook group, and that's probably all just Julie's pages. I know you love the challenges, don't you, Julie? You get really into them. You like them, don't you, sweetheart? And I'm so grateful for everybody. Like I said before, when I come to do the video, I get a bit choked up thinking, like everybody, I want everyone to love Kerby, and obviously that's all I'll colour. I won't colour anybody else, because Kerby's books are going to keep me going, aren't they? I don't think I've not completed our book yet, not completed one of his books yet, but only 2 years into it, and almost, I think I've got about 15 pages in Worlds Within Worlds to do, but I want to restart it, because obviously I did all that before I had the channel, so I would like to colour all, have them all on the channel. So there we go. What we're thinking, guys. Is it bright enough? So like see here, like on the purple on this side, let me see if I can bring it down a touch. It's a bit patchy here, but as soon as you go over it again, yeah, the galaxy was it. So if I'd have done this video beforehand for you, Julie, you'd have seen how easy it can be and how fun. But I do, when I'm thinking about the challenges, the theme challenges, I tend to go for something that I'm not so confident in doing myself. Like my main one, what I did was the metals one. When I did metals, because I'd never coloured gold before or silver, and it's something I'd always wanted to do. And the best place to do it is with you guys, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's so I do think about things like that. It's not just that I just do them randomly out of my head. And also, if any of you guys would like a particular theme one month, give me a shout and let me know, and I'll sort it for you. I've got quite a few already lined up for the next couple of months, but if there's something you like to do yourself, or there's something you're not too sure of and you'd like to have a go, and I think it's great doing the theme challenges, because when you see other people's pages, like if you're not too sure, like doing a galaxy, you only have to look at everyone else's completed pages. So you just go on the hashtag and you can get so much inspiration and colour thing. Like if you're not too sure what colours to use or what mediums to use, obviously just check on YouTube and just put in background galaxies, and there's so much on there. So as you notice, the colours go down so much easier on the second layer, which means the black will go down so much easier. The only thing is, doing this, I get very, very messy. I just hope I don't do all this now and then. That masking fluid doesn't work for me. I've seen so many people use it, and then as they've tried taking it off, it's like ripped. So if anyone's got any tips for me, Sarah said the other week, I was watching hers, and she said always pull it towards you so it lifts up off the page, and also for me to wipe over. Look at this. See what I mean? I'm just a mucky pup. Right, so I'm going back in with that blue now. I think I've got a bit too much purple there, haven't I, guys? Let's see if we can bring this blue in a bit more. So what's your favourite mediums, guys, to use? Oh, do you like it, Sue? Thank you very much, sweetheart. Do you have the distress inks, Sue, or do you have other makes of inks that you'd use? I'm going to start using my Inktense as well more as well. I love Inktense. The other day, I put YouTube on, and because Jace was wanting to watch something, and I always use my daughter's profile for when he wants to watch something, because otherwise it ends up coming up on my thing, like when I go to bed at night time and I want to catch up on everyone's videos, it comes up with Paw Patrol and stuff like that, and it does me head in. So I use it, like I say, my daughter's profile, and he said Nanny Colour, so obviously I put my channel on, and it just come on like my introduction, and no, it wasn't. It was my completed pages so far, and I was watching like the flip through of Worlds Within Worlds, and so many pages and so many of the background pages were done in my distress inks. It's just something I've not touched for ages. And like I say, watching Sarah with hers, and I know she doesn't use the distress inks, and I was wanting to do this because I thought that these might have dried up or not be as juicy, but they're very definitely juicy. You do have to give quite a bit of pressure on them and stuff like that, but I'll probably end up with my fingerprints all over him as well, but because like I say, my hand is dirty and I'm just resting on it. So when you do your second coat, they go down so much easier and really bring that colour in. So that's the blue. Do the green and the yellow, then we'll do the black. A little bit of green. As well, someone suggested if you just, your brushes, if you just dampen them a little bit before using, putting them on, only very, very slightly, not dripping or anything like that, but just very, very lightly, then brush it off, dampen it off on your thing or something. But I've not done that, but apparently it helps them, the colours blend together a little bit better. But I think with Kerby's Distress inks we don't really have that issue. I do find them quite easy to use, but I have, like I say, I have used them for quite a few years. Different backgrounds for my earlier colouring pages, and then before that on the cards. I think I made a bit of a boo-boo there, because it was all just too much green, I thought. So I just tried to add a bit of the blue in. But we shall see. We can always then put a bit of black in. Note to self as well, to go in a bit further next time with my inks, but hopefully I'll be able to cover that with a bit of the yellow now. God, I'm having hot sweats, I don't know why. It's been quite warm today. I noticed just before I come on live, I took Dougie for a quick wander outside and my washing's still out. I have to bring it in before I go to bed. The thingies are quite good as well. I don't know if anyone's got them. What are the other ones? It's the Distress inks, and there was some others, wasn't there? Like the more chalky ones. Can't remember what they're called now. I didn't particularly like them, but they were good for going over. Like if you noticed, I'm trying to bring the yellow into like the purples and the blues and stuff like that, bringing it out a little bit, because you can actually, blend the colours and they will move more together. They won't totally cover each other, but so there we go. That's the colourful page at the moment. Distress watercolour crayons. Oh yeah, I've got those. I did a background using those. No, it was the other, there were ink pads. I can't for the life of me think what they were called now. They were like a more chalky consistency. They were, I had all them, but they were in the bigger ones as well. So I did have those as well. Right, where's my black? There we go. Right, then we bring the black in. Now it's up to yourselves, you don't have to bring the black in, you can leave it like that if you want, but I usually start from the edges. And just bring the black in. You can bring it in as far as you want, you know, up to yourselves. But it just adds that. What does it add? I don't know what it adds. Makes it a bit more like dark sky, doesn't it? Has anyone got any tips for me as well for trying to get this liquid stuff off? I should have really tried it first, shouldn't I? Because I think that's just amazing, isn't it? When I've seen Sarah, when she takes the masking tapes off and it's just like all the white dots in the background, like I've done the flicks here and stuff like that, it just looks amazing. Put like a bit of black down here. So hopefully I'll get March's Galaxy theme video done of everyone's completed pages over the next couple of weeks, well over the next week, and Karen's going to be working on getting the collaboration Alien Worlds pages video together. Can't wait to see that. That's just going to be absolutely superb. And I think it took me so long to complete my double page because I know Kerby's going to see it. So you obviously want him to see your best, don't you? I'm so surprised at how juicy these are, guys. Seeing I've not used them for so long. I think what I'm better doing as well is, sorry for banging the camera everywhere, put something down because I can feel that hand getting and once you've done the black, you know, you can always go in again on your other colours, bring your other colours, you know. You know what it is? It's, you know, oh, it's not the ink I'm thinking I'm sticking to, it's the sticky stuff off that masking fluid that my hand's sticking to. No, but when I spilt it before on the this morning on the table and my phone was just covered in it, my iPhone, I was like, that's going to be a good insurance job, isn't it? Ringing the insurance people saying, oh yeah, I knocked a bottle of glue over on it and I need it for tonight because I'm doing a live. Anyway, I just got to towel and wiped it off straight away and it was right as rain. So I was very thankful for that. Sorry as well, guys, if I'm flipping the page round and it's making you all a bit seasick, but I do have to flip it round so I can get like an even coat, if you know what I mean. I know a lot of people don't like it, and but sometimes it can't be helped. We have to move our pages to give us comfort. And the black goes down so much easier because obviously I've already got coats of the distress inks down, so it's making it a lot easier for me. It's accepting the ink a lot better on the page. and it doesn't bleed through neither. You can add water to these. You can do a splash effect with the water. That looks great as well. If you do flicks of water, they will lift. So we're going off the camera there. I was getting a bit carried away with myself. So that does look amazing as well. If you do splashes and then just leave it for a couple of minutes and then lift it up with kitchen roll or a cloth or something like that, it does look great. Obviously I won't be doing it on this one. I could have done really for the stars, but it looks more like I usually use that for like a water effect. And then you just play about with it from there, guys. I know I'm probably not, you've probably done all this yourselves loads of times, but we all just tackle it in different ways, don't we, and stuff like that. And I was so inspired last night, like I say. You just bring it in gently. You can just go over little certain areas and make them a bit darker if you want, so it looks a bit more mystified. Try and get in there. Here we go. Let me just get in this little bit as well here because I don't like that bit, so I'm blacking it out. Just bring that black slowly in. Aye, just this one little corner. This one little edge here, sorry. Wow, you can see how much it's sinking in. I keep catching the wire off my microphone. Show it on my shoulder. If you see the phone whittling, that's why, because I've just caught the wire. So did everyone bring a brew to the session? Because it's Kerby coffee. Hi Leslie, all right sweetheart? Has anyone else come in while I've been? That's it, oxides. I've just seen up there. Hi, Pug Glover. You all right, sweetheart? Oh, our Chloe's on it. The ones you had put water on to activate. Oh, you mean the... I don't know what. You've lost me there, Chloe. No, you know the other ones I had, Chloe? Like these are only little ones, but I had big ones, didn't I? Someone's just said it before. I've just noticed then. It's the oxide inks, but I've not got them now because it obviously downsizing everything. But yeah, guys, your hands do get very dirty. So what I need to do now, I believe, is now, has anyone got any tips? I'm not going to do it all now because I will start crying on camera. And I mean I will start crying because I'm liking that background. I like it a lot better than the one I did with the Neo 2s. So yeah, I need to wipe all that off, don't I? Because it could go on to... Oh, I can feel it. Oh, it's sticking to the tissue paper. Oh, I hope I've not done this wrong, guys. If I have, we can just pretend that I was just showing you how not to do it, yeah? Oh, it's all coming off as I've done that. So then I believe I've got... My hands are all dirty. Right. Let me see if anyone said anything. Ah, yeah. Oh, no, you mean the thingy ones, don't you, Chloe? The, oh, what are they called? The pixie powders. That's what you're thinking of, Chloe. And when we used to put the pixie powders on and we used to spray them in them, didn't we? Do you remember that day at Dad's, Chloe, when we did it in the spare room? Yeah. Me and the twins were crafting because they used to like... Oh, it's coming off. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Chloe, you'd love this. Look at that. Oh. Woohoo. It's like that glue you used to have at school. Did anyone else used to do that? Have glue at school and PVA glue and put it all over your hands so you could sit there peeling it off. That is such a good feeling. Wow, it really does. Yeah. Note to self, next time. So Sarah said pull it towards you like that and pull it up and you're less likely to rip your page. So I have only got, as you can see guys, I only did do a thin. Oh, flipping heck. It doesn't matter though, does it? I'm sure I can go over it. Yeah. So roll your finger to get it going. And then pull it towards you. So if I pull that like that, it should just all peel off. But Sarah did her page the other day. I can't remember what it was, and I think it was that ally page we was talking about before. And it just basically nearly all come off in one go. But I am definitely sold on this. I've had that for 2 years, and I've always been scared to use. And just look at that. So it just saves your paper, doesn't it? Saves your image from getting. You don't have to be as careful, do you, really? Now let's see if these come off these. Now see, I'm just getting that black into there, aren't I? I can always find a pencil shade maybe. So that I've seen the rubber, maybe. I don't know if anyone's got one of them. You can use some kind of rubber to get. I won't do all the back bits now, but it's just so therapeutic doing that, isn't it? Oh, but yeah, you can see where. Oh, is that because I've not let the ink dry? Ah, have you be? Oh, thanks. Yeah, Pixar Wings. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to hide it because I do like this background better than the other. I'll show you the other one in a minute, and then I'll obviously move on to another page. Let me just get a bit more of this off. Right, here we go. Wire again. Right, so pull it towards me. So we'll get this bit going there. That comes off. So pull it towards you, and because you're pulling it towards you, oh, Nick is, there you go. So I've just caught a bit of the page there. It's only a little bit, and the ink's still on it, so it's not a problem. And also something about the thickness, and I did lay this down thick, guys. Like I say, I don't know what other people use, but I used this is what I used. So put it on with, where's it gone? It's an Arteza rubber pencil, and it's got the fan on the other end, like you can dust all your rubbings off with. And I used the actual tip. I didn't sharpen anything, I just used it as it is, and I just dipped it straight into the bottle. I then just went over all the edges. Obviously, note to next time, I need to come a bit further in if I'm using, distress inks, but look how easy that comes off now. I never thought it would be that easy. I've seen so many people. Right, so I'm going to turn my page so I can pull it towards me. Then apparently you're less likely to rip your page. And like I say, I got all these hints and tips off Sarah. I think you pronounce it Carabot. She's got her own Instagram, not Instagram, but she has got Instagram as well. But she's got her own YouTube channel, and I was watching her late last night, and she's just absolutely fantastic. I can just feel little bits with my finger. I don't want to try rubbing over everywhere. I'll do all the white stars and that off screen, but I think that's everything, guys. I think it's all done. Yeah, I can just feel the bits in the background, but I don't want to rub these too hard because the black, I'm smudging the black. So there's just that little one tear there. But apart from that, for my first go of using liquid ink, I am absolutely impressed. And all these as well, these little bits here. I just used the paintbrush to do splatters, that pencil, and just did splat marks with the liquid stuff. The masking fluid, that's what it's called, isn't it? Why do I keep calling it liquid text? Liquid text of stuff, the thing. But I'd recommend that to anybody. If you want to have a mess about and you've got an image that is, you know, you want to do an ink background on, and then obviously when you finish, that's what you're left with, guys. That's the rubber what's come off it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching that, guys, as much as I enjoyed doing it. Multitasking is sad for social skills. What? It's the Winsor & Newton watercolour mediums colourless art masking fluid, yeah. And like I say, I know I only opened the bottle this morning and I'm down to where the label is, but I did drop the bottle. So like I say, I lost half of it when I knocked it over this morning. Like I say, it went all over me iPhone and I wasn't very impressed. So what was that then about multitasking? Sorry, have I missed something? Yeah, I've never used masking fluid before, Leslie. It's my first time, so I've seen loads of people and I've had that masking fluid for well over 2 years. And because I've seen so many people use it and then, you know, rip the pages and stuff, I can't resist, guys. I'm just going over the splatters that I've done. I just did splatters on the page, so I didn't have to start, you know, adding so I didn't have to add whites, but I just want it to be different and try doing it this way. We've all got to try something for the first time to see if we like it, haven't we? And I definitely love using that masking fluid. So that gives me now so much room for creating more backgrounds for using distress inks, because you can't be careful with stress inks, can you, guys? You know, let's face it, you can't. There's no way I could have gone around this dude without using that stuff. And oops, sorry, I'm saying sorry to him as if I hurt him then. Crazy lady. So yeah, I'd recommend that to anybody. Have a go if you've never done it before. If you have got some masking fluid lying there and you've watched people before and they've ripped pages and stuff like that, just have a go. It's absolutely brilliant. Really impressed. Did you enjoy that? Thank you, darling. I've used it. It's been, you know what though, Leslie, like I say, because I think if I'd have used the paintbrush, nah, because like I said in the past, as soon as I put a paintbrush in my hand, um, my hand starts shaking. Excuse me. So I just basically, childproof tops and me. Come on, Chloe, where are you? Really look. So yeah, I think as well, mine was all clogged up with rubber at the top. I think that's just because I'd had it so long, or maybe, I don't know. But you do get a lot of gunk on top. So all I did was basically let me show you on a different page. I'll just show you on here. So all I did was just dip it in, and then just drip around the outline, and that's as thick as I put it on. So, like I say, I just dipped it in, put it on. I did that. Now, I don't know if it's because I left it, and I did it this morning at about 10 o'clock, and I've just took it off now. So I don't know if it's because it took so long, I've left it, and it was a very rubbery consistency as well on the page, and I think that's what unnerved me a bit, guys. I could still, like on the Sandman, it felt like my hand would stick to the page. So I don't know, but that's how thick I put it on. So I don't know if that's putting it on thick or putting it on light, but I just basically dipped it in and then just went round the outline. Next time, obviously, I know to do the lines a lot thicker and go more into. Now see how it's thinking there, so it's already starting to dry. So it's just brilliant. I don't know if it's this make or what, but I definitely recommend it to anybody. And then with this as well, you can get into the smaller spaces, so like where it comes to the end of his beard, I was able to get into the smaller spaces as well. But like I say, and then when I'd stopped using it, I just put the lid on so I don't lose another half a bottle. Obviously when I'd done the spillage and I tapped everything up, it had dried on here, but all I did was just took a piece of kitchen roll and just wiped it off straight away. And just pulled the end of the rubber off. But I suppose as well, if you did it on a pencil, like with a sharper tip, you'd even be able to get into shorter spaces. Because I've seen that many people ruin paintbrushes, and then I've seen people say, "Oh, dip before you paintbrush with it, dip it in fairy liquid, and then it'll come off a lot easier." So I don't know if that's a tip, but to me, if I was to recommend it to anybody, which obviously you guys have just seen it, I'd apply it with a pencil rubber or something similar like that, and then you can just wipe it off and you're not ruining one of your paintbrushes. Plus it was just so easy to see, and it does dry clear as well. Yeah, I don't know if someone I asked that before. Yeah, then honest to God, then our Chloe would be witness to it if she's still on. Chloe, you still there, sweetie? How many years ago did I buy them distress inks? About 10 years ago, wasn't it, when I was doing the cards? And so I'll just get rid of all this here. No, you just can't see the rest of the thing. So that's where I'm leaving. Oh, there we go. I nearly shoved it on the back of that now, so we'll just get rid of that page. So I'm going to leave that there for now, guys, on that page. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'm not going. So, looks great. And I learned something new. Oh, thank you very much. You have to go. All right, thank you, Sue. I'll be on tomorrow, and I'll be on Thursday at this time on Thursday, and I'm on tomorrow 11:30 UK time. So hopefully see you again, Sue. See you soon, sweetheart. So yeah, that's where I'm up to on that page. Like I say, I'm gonna work on him. I'll probably work on him tomorrow. I've got a free day tomorrow, so yeah, I want to try and get him finished, and then when I do my completed pages, at least I just won't have 2 pages. Yeah, I had the Sunny 2019. She had them before that. She has many hobbies. Hey, Chloe. Oh, very nice. Everyone knows what we're like as colourists. I did card making for 15 years, Chloe, so I didn't do too bad, did I? Yeah, so you use the paintbrush, so I'm just catching up on the chat now what I can in between. Yeah, I'd highly recommend the Tim Holtz ones. I was shocked doing that, at how juicy they actually are after all these years. Actually, guys, if you look up what year he brought them out, the inks, because that's when I got them. I got them as he was bringing them out in sets, and that's when I bought them. He'd release the big ones individually, and then he'd release a pack of 4 of the mini ones, and I was buying them as he was releasing them, because I'm one of these where you can't just have one, I've got to have the whole set. And I know he's brought out more since, but I'm not going down that road. I don't need them all now for the colour pages. There's enough colours there, to create brilliant backgrounds, and I'm happy with that. So there's the first one I did. No, that's the last one I did. Here's the one I did the other night. Where is it? Oh, that's a new book. So I actually bought a new book because I was doing this one the other night and didn't like it. So yeah, that one. So that one was just the background we're talking about, guys. This one was with Neo Colour 2s, where you put them on the paper and then activate them, and that took me for the longest time to do, because obviously you've got to wait in between each one. And then there's that one, what took me 45 minutes, and I put 3 layers of ink on that. Obviously you don't have to go as far as me, but what I would suggest is before you take your masking fluid out, here's me talking right now, I've done it for years. You've got 3 of the inks, Leslie. Oh, what puppy have you got, Leslie? Oh, are all your inks dry? Big, yeah. Yeah, joke, the Chloe, you did me thinking, ain't you, sweetheart? Oh. Yeah, but no, I recommend the Tim Holtz Distress Inks to anybody for value for money. Obviously, you can buy them in packs of 4. You don't have to buy them all, do you? I think you've got like 16 sets out of 4, something like that, or 12 sets. Well, it might be 16 now because he's released new colours. But obviously, I got the 12 sets of 4 or something like that. I just got a pack a week or a pack a fortnight, so a pack a month, a couple of packs a month, and just built them up that way. But no, I would do if you get 5 or 6 years more out of them and they're still as juicy as that, can't complain. Now, on my screen, on my laptop, I've got the circle going. My phone's looking alright. Is everyone alright? Can you all still hear me and see me? If someone could just give me a thumbs up. Yeah, Leslie, I've got, well, he's one now, Dougie. He's a Shih Tzu, white and cream. He's absolutely gorgeous. Chloe doesn't like him. Chloe loves him, but just as long as he's on the other side of the room and not jumping up at Jace or chewing Jace's toys. So yeah, I'm going to leave that page and work off this offline. not offline, off camera, sorry. And then what I'll do now is, if you just give me 2 seconds, guys, to squeeze. I don't even know if he's good in there. The microphone is down in the chair. I'm just going to go and wash my hands, guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be dead quick. I am back. Just been and dried my hands, so just dried my hands, so I've been dry. Just been and washed them because obviously I'm going to start working on a new page. I hope I've not frozen for everybody, and hope you can all still see my page and still hear me. Squeaky chair, squeaky chair. I'm going to see if I can just leave my microphone at the side of my chair. Not the side of my chair, the side of my page where I'm working. So that's that page. So I'm going to... I've just got it all ink on my thing because I touched it again. It's still wet. So yeah, before you take your masking fluid off, I would let your inks dry. And what I'll do tomorrow is, on the live tomorrow, I will show you that page, and then you can see if the inks have faded or anything like that, but they don't do. They don't fade at all. So it's showing that I still have 9 people in the chat. I don't know if you can still hear me or I've frozen. If someone can let me know. So what's I got? An hour and a half has flown that quick. My jeepers. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, this is the page that I've picked for this month. You can hear me, thank you, darling. I can see you. You're all back there now. So this is the page I've picked for, what did we call it before, Julia? Buddy birthday page, because I'm 50 this month. I know I keep telling you all that, but I just can't wait. So, as you know, I do my Kerby theme challenge every month. I release it on the 1st of every month, and this month is lava stroke fire. So basically go through all your Kerby books, pick any page you want to colour with a lava or fire theme. It's up to you. And I thought this page would be perfect. So like I said before, it is one of my favourite pages out of Alien Worlds. So I thought, as a birthday thing, and because I can, that I'd ask everyone to join me in this page and do it as a buddy colour. Now I am going to use the same colours as I used in my thingy page, my collaboration page, which is the double here. So it is quite dark. So I used like ready colours and black for the molten rocks, and then obviously I used yellows and oranges and reds for the lava. So it is going to be pretty much that colour theme, because I want his pages to, because it's like in one section, like the lava world or lava planet. So that's what I was going to do, but I did want to try and use my Inktense on it instead, you know, as base layers. So I've got my Inktense here, And what I wanted to try and do, hopefully I've got my swatchy bits. Yeah, I always keep a little swatch inside my pencil cases. You can tell how much I've had it in and out, can't you? It's so worn and it looks like someone's been having a bite at it. So I do want to try and do him a bit of a brighter red, maybe a reddy orange. So he's more like, not, obviously I'll do the, let's have a look up here properly. I'm going to do his volcanoes coming out similar to that one there, them kind of colours, and then the smoke coming out like the oranges and the greys kind of thing, because it's not a lot of blast we've got. And then all these rocks around the side I will do in these same colours. So I thought if I bring him out like these here up here, they'll be the same as the dark red and black. But I thought for his like body and his upper shoulders, I wanted it to be more of an orangey red. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I thought that would have a look at my Inktense. I love Inktense. I think Inktense are one of the best pencils out there for using as, you know, a base layer. So let's see if I can just get some down, something working. What colour we could go for? We've got the burnt orange. I've got the tangerine. I think the tangerine would be a bit too bright. Or the sienna gold might look nice. The sienna gold, I'm just thinking just as a base layer, and then I can work the reds into where the shading is. What do you think, guys? Either the burnt orange or the sienna gold. Tangerine's too bright. Cadmium orange looks a bit too bright. Not too sure. I think I might go for the sienna gold because that's lighter, and if it's too light I can always go in with a bit of the burnt orange. So let's get the sienna gold out. Help people look to it. And I don't have, actually, guys, I don't have the new colours yet. Maybe a birthday gift might come along for them, or some money maybe. So I'm hopefully going to get them shortly after my birthday. So what colour did I say for then? Sienna gold 240. So 240. Let's see if I put it in the right one. Yeah, sienna gold. It just needs a bit of a sharpen. Just do it over here. There we go. I also use I've only ever had one sharpener, and it's the Something Dale 133. And I've had this sharpener since I very first started colouring, so that again is really, really good. Oh, you're catching up, Yana. Was your sweetheart with the chores? My lovely daughter today, Chloe, she really did me a massive favour today, and went round. I'll just show you dead quick, Yana. You might have missed it, sweetheart. This is the page I've just done. I know we worked on this the other night. You was here when I used the Arteza metallic. I didn't like it, so I've used another image. I bought another Mythomorphia book. I thought I did have a spare one because I do have, like I say, 2 of his books, 3 or 4, and some of them. So I've used another page, and I'm going to work on him tomorrow and hopefully get him finished so I can add him into the Galaxy. But I've used Tim Holt's Distress Inks. Oh, thanks, Jenny. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. And I used masking fluid as well for the first time. And it worked. It all came off perfect. I've made a few rookie errors where I didn't go into the image far enough for my blending tool. And then obviously I've got a few mucky marks with my fingers, but it's the first time I've used it. Obviously, the page is still wet with the Distress inks, but these are the Tim Holtz Distress inks, and I've had these for, like I've just been saying, for about 7 or 8 years. I wasn't too sure whether they were going to be juicy, but wow, they still are. So I was just saying to everyone, I'd highly recommend them to everyone. Yeah, there you go, Yana. Yeah, there you go. Get them out. Yeah, and they're staying on my desk from now on. So, this page, I don't know if you've seen my note I put up. This is a buddy birthday. I'm going to have to write that down because I liked it before. What did you say? A buddy birthday page. Oh, it sounds like I'm saying buddy. A buddy birthday page challenge, which is part of the lava fire theme that I've got going this month from the 1st to the 31st. So I was just wondering if people would come and join me in colouring this page. It's from Alien World, it's page 53, and it's the volcanic beast. I'm just going to do a light layer of Inktense to start with, because on my other page it took me it took me 4 weeks to do a double page, and I've never put that much effort into a page, and I want this book to be the same, so they've got like the same colours running through, so you can tell it's the same planet as such. So I'm just using my Inktense as a base layer, and then I'll use my polys to go over. I need to use my thingies as well soon, my Arteezas, because I love my Arteeza pencils and polys. I do use my polys a lot more at the moment, but I know not everybody has the polys. I used my Arteeza for so long when I first started colouring. Then I got into the watching different YouTubers, and every time someone showed a new set of pencils, I was starting to get them, and I just ended up having so many packs of pen. You can only use 1 pack of pencils at a time, can't you? It's a bit expensive. So I'm just going over very quick layer with, what colour did I say it was? Sienna Gold. So this might not be orange enough for me, but I'm going to go over with the blaze. Now I don't know whether to do his ribcage more of a yellowy, because he lives in the bottom of the volcanoes. No. Yeah. Or should I do? No, we'll just stick with this. And I watched a live with Nico Sim the other night. She was using her Inktense and showing how she uses them, and again I was just blown away. I just love watching everyone's YouTubes. I'm still learning, like I say. This May is my 2 years of colouring, and I've come a long way since I started, but I've still got loads of room to be improved, loads of room to improve. So I'm always watching people's videos and watching techniques on how they colour. I'm not on here to teach anyone how to colour, because you guys are probably all a lot better than I am, but I just want to show you what I do, how I do it, and for those who might just be watching for the first time and not thought about colouring, they might think, hey up, I might give that a go myself. And if I can encourage anyone to get a Kerby page done, well, I'm happy as last. I'm going to do his head more of the darker colours, I think, because they look more rocky. He's got a good set of gnashes on him, hasn't he? I hope I'm in the page, I can't see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is, as well, is let's think about a red that I could maybe bring in. For now, chili red might be a bit too red. Red, crimson. Crimson's pink, isn't it? Poppy red. Or should I bring the burnt orange in? No, I'm just going to activate this and see how far I go, because I know I've not got much time because I was doing other page. I hope that microphone wasn't scratching on the table, then I've just put it on the table at the side of me. So what I do is I usually use a cloth, but I've more recently started using kitchen roll, and I've got a few water brushes out. I've got the Derwent number 2 and the number 1. I do like the Derwents, but I really like the Artesas for some reason. I think this one came free with something, or Marie might have sent it to me, and I got bought one out with a bigger tip on it, but I don't think I need it for this one. So what I'll do is I'll use my Derwent at the moment and see how we're going with that, and if not, we'll go back to my good old Artesa. So I'll just get a bit of the, I've not used it, looks like I've never used it. I have used it. Why does that look so brand new? Unless Marie sent it to me. She sent me lots of goodies, did Marie. So all I'm going to do is not a lot of water on the page, because obviously I want to add other colours. Wow, that is yellow. And this is just the first layer. Now, I was watching Nico the other day, like I said, and she was doing her, showing how she puts her ink tents down, and I can't wait to, she puts all her colours down in one and then, activates them all at once, and it just looks brilliant. But I obviously don't want to do that, because I do want to go over this page with my poly, so I'm just using this as a base layer, because the pages do work a lot quicker with a base layer, and it's something that I have been forgetting to do since I've started using the polys, because I love them so much. I'm just so eager to get into a page, but I do need to start using them a lot more, because like I say, just so much quicker. If you have a base layer down as well, I think it takes half of that stress away, kind of thing. It does for me anyway. I wish I'd have done it on my double page. I really do, because every single bit of that double page is pencil work. Oh no, sorry, tell a lie. I was lying to you then, guys. Do apologise. The black background is acrylic paint. So Karen will be relieved tomorrow. I will be taking a photograph of my completed double page and sending it over to her, like I said, for the collaboration we've done. So she can start. I am still waiting to hear from a couple of people. Not had a peep from them. I've tried messaging them on everything, and they've just not got back to me. So I think we might have 2 pages what need colouring. One's a double page, and one is, I think, that one of the hardest pages in Alien Words, which is page 77. So Karen's going to do a video and do a shout out for the pages. So if anyone's watching this and you got page 77 as your selected page, as you requested the page, if you could let us know whether you've completed it or just send it straight over to Karen, with your name, how you want it to appear on the video, and also to, I think her name is Rachel. I have tried contacting her via YouTube chat, and tried to get my detective head on to see if I could find her on Instagram, but not been able to contact her, unfortunately. And Rachel's down for doing page 74, 75. So if any of you guys have already completed page 77 or page 74, 75, if you could let me know in the details, in the comments rather, and then if we can't get in touch with the lady whose page is, and there's another page as well. I think her name's Pamela. A view is a view. She's down as having page 87, I think it is, off the top of my head. And I've tried contacting herself and I've not had any reply yet. So hopefully she'll message Karen when Karen does a shout out, asking for people's pages, because she's still got one or two. We've got a few people who have been in contact with us and said, they just need a couple more days to complete their pages for one reason or another. I can't say anything because, like I say, I've only just done my page today. But I only do try and colour during the weeks, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are my days, and Fridays, every other Friday. So there we go. I think he's a bit too yellow, guys, but we can always work with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a more orangier one for his head. How am I doing for time? 20 minutes. We'll get the head done. Right, so burnt orange for each is 260. And then what I'm going to do is this page, hopefully over the next few days while I'm doing my lives, because obviously I'm on tomorrow at 11:30 UK time. So I'll be working on this page again. And then what I'm going to try to do is, because obviously I do 3 lives a week rather than me filming, because at the end of the day when I'm filming, I'm doing exactly the same as I'm doing now, just talking to myself. No, I don't mean it like that. That sounded really ignorant, didn't it? Not talking to myself. I prefer doing it like this because I'm talking to you guys in the chat, as usually I'd be doing just as I'm doing now, but just talking to myself. That's what I meant. That came out a bit better that time, didn't it? It sounded a bit ignorant then, didn't it? I did apologise, guys. So I'm going for more of an orange colour now. I'm just going to use this as a base layer, so I'm just going to go all over it. And notice as well that I only do use a very light pressure when I'm using my Inktense, and maybe I should, use it a lot more, then you get a lot more brighter colour, well, not brighter colour, but more, I don't know what I mean. I think I hope you know what I mean. It's, if I use more pressure, more ink's going to go down, isn't it? And what I've noticed with these as well, when you, I don't need to do that one because that's going to be darker, isn't it? Sorry, I'm concentrating now because I'm trying to go as a harder pressure than I usually do. I usually only go in very light, but if I go in a little bit harder, it's putting more pigment down, isn't it? And then when I come in to have the shading, it should be a lot quicker. So yeah, I hope you guys feel you'd like to come and join me in this buddy page colour challenge. And I'm just hoping we have I just can't wait to see everyone's pages, you know, and how many. It's just, I think with this one, obviously, it's going to be a lot of reds and yellows and oranges that people use, because obviously it's the lava. But I just love it on some of the pages that I've seen on other ones where people have done really unusual. There's one where in the galaxy theme, what we did last month, I was looking at someone's page, they tagged me into their page, and it was the whirl page, like where the water's going around in a whirlpool and there's bones sticking out from alien worlds, and they've done it, I think it was reds, brings to mind, or purples or something like that. They've just not done it in blue. Man, I just thought 10 out of 10. It is just absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't be able to do that because I personally want to do it. If it's water, it's got to be blue, whether it's alien or not. And I know that's, each to our own, isn't it? But, like if there's trees, they're going to be green and stuff like that. I don't want to be too out of the different. But I think that's just me. But seeing someone else's page in this whirlpool in a totally different colour. If you go on to hashtag Kerby Galaxy 2022, and you'll see everyone's completed pages on there, and they're just brilliant. Someone has actually already done this page. I've not looked at it because obviously everyone's completed pages have been sent over to Karen. A few people have tagged me in their pages because they've tagged, they've put it into the Kerby Galaxy theme challenge. So I've seen them that way, but a lot of everyone's pages for the community club are not actually seen because, like I say, the photographs have been sent to Karen. Karen's going to put the video together, and then Karen will send me the video and I can share it on. We'll both share it at the same time. So you can either watch it on my channel or Karen's channel. It doesn't really matter where you watch it, does it? As long as you get to see it. But that video will then be sent over to Kerby himself, as Karen has contact with Kerby through the publishers and stuff like that, I think. Because, like I say, one of her pages was picked for his Worlds of Colour book. So obviously she does have contact deals. Believe you me, it's not his contact thing, because otherwise I would be murdering him. But I'm sure she wouldn't share it anyway, God bless her. So there his gums. I'll just do his gums as well. So this is going to look a bit. Activate this one now, and then it's nearly 10 to. So I'll activate this, and then we'll leave it for today. And then I will come on tomorrow. Like I say, I'm on tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 UK time. So hopefully that time may be convenient for some of you guys. And I'll work a bit on this page, and I will also show you the background of the distress inks. I don't think I'll have done any work on him by that time. That's a nice colour. I'm liking that colour. Wish I'd done his body in that colour now. But we can always go over it, I suppose. Actually, it might have worked out for the best, because I was going to bring a yellow in for underneath his rib cages, so it could be yellow on the inside and then red to the outside. So I think I've just made happy mistake. I'm not feeling like he is anyway. This is me when I fluff up a page. Or I think I could have done better. But at the moment, I'm more than happy with the pages I complete. I'm taking a lot more time. I've noticed if I colour the page first, what I tend to do is colour everything how I want it. And then once I've coloured it all, I leave it. And then the next day I'll come back and then just concentrate on shading and highlights, adding extra shading in and highlights with my black. Well, no, not necessarily black now, because I've been taught different colour pencils I can use for shading. So like if I need to shade something red, I can use like the halo bluish red or something like that. Or you can use your turquoise basically. And that adds an absolutely amazing shadow to your reds. I still need to learn other colours. I can only learn one thing at a time because it takes it a while to soak in with myself and get used to doing it. But I used that colour as well on something green the other day when I was colouring something. I can't remember what it was, and it worked as well. I got a lot nice. I know what it was. It was one of the aliens. I thought was a double page. I couldn't find a green dark enough to add as a shadow, so I used the like turquoise, but in the polychromos, which is the Halio blue reddish, I think it is, and it was just perfect shade for it, and it was brilliant. So I will spend, and I mean when I say spend hours, I will spend so long now on looking at extra shade, you know, like obviously not just where Kerby adds it, which is mainly adding them darker basically, because I will do the add shading originally. What's that, sorry? Oh, you've got pages 8 to 9. Right, have you been in touch with Karen, Leslie? If you can just message her, and if you've not already messaged her, and no, it's just that obviously the cut-off date for us getting our pages back in was the 30th, we said. So we've both been chasing people we've not heard from to make sure pages have, being completed, because we have actually had some pages that where we've had to, assign someone different. We have got a list of ladies who weren't selected. They missed out, unfortunately. So we've got a list of people who are waiting to know if they can actually take part. So, like I say, there's a few pages I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to hear of 3 people to say whether they've actually completed the pages, and if not, if we've not heard from them within 24 hours of Karen putting a video out, we will be getting someone else to colour them. And then obviously, even if the ladies then come forward and say, here's my completed page, well, if we've actually offered it to someone else, because we can't wait around. As you understand, we want to get the video completed and sent over to Kerby as soon as. Now, I love that colour, and I love it so much better because I did a harder layer, which I would never have done. I wish, now thinking about it, oh, you've given her a picture already, brilliant. Right, sorry, I thought you said you hadn't, you was waiting for. Yeah, just let her know if you do get a better pic. I'd send it over, because I know she's going to start putting the video together. everyone's pages in that she's got into the video, and then obviously as she gets pages, you know, she's going to slot them in between. So if you want a better picture, I'd get it over to her, Leslie, if you can, sweetheart. Obviously, you know, she's got your page, so that's great. But if you're not too happy with your original photograph, sweetheart, by all means, another one. We want everyone to be happy, and we want Kerby to receive the best of everyone. So I'm liking that colour I've used for his head, which was burnt orange 260. And I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to do some shading or some work in this over the yellow. I don't know whether to go in with a hard layer. And that I don't want to put too much down and then not have enough room for something. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. We're coming up to 10 o'clock, 5 to 10. So I'm going to get off. I hope you enjoyed this live tonight. I hope I'm getting better and keeping you all entertained for a couple of hours, you know, a couple of nights a week. Like I say, I'm back on tomorrow at 11:30 to 1:30, and that's dinner time in the UK. And then I'm back on Thursday evening, the same time again, 8 till 10. So thank you everyone for joining in, coming and joining my chat. I really do appreciate you all. That's that. I love listening to you watching. Oh, thank you, Leslie. That's so nice. Oh, Yana, thank you, darling. Okie dokie, I will see you on Thursday then, my love. You're more than welcome, Yana. Night night, sweethearts. Love yous. You know, love you. Love yous. I was going to say I love yous. Oh, well, I do love yous and appreciate you joining me. You know, it's just brilliant to be able to sit, do what I love doing, and actually get to chat rather than just talk to myself to a brick wall. And thank you, Julia. Thank you, darling. Good night, sweetheart. Yeah, I really appreciate you. You know, it's like I say, I'm a kind of newbie to YouTube. I think this is my 7th month now, so really, really enjoying it. Can't get enough of it. And the friends I'm meeting, you guys are just all so nice and, you know, welcoming and stuff like that. And I've met a really, really nice group of ladies, and I'm enjoying. And obviously, the more I get to know you guys and stuff like that, it's going to be brilliant. So, like I say, there's the background again. So I'm going to do a bit of work on him tomorrow when it's dry. Look, it's still coming. It's still wet, so it's going to take a while to dry the inks. And then hopefully, like I say, I'll be able to cover them hiccups with some. I might do him a bruise there on his face. The purple's gone. So there you go. That's where I go up to tonight, guys. Glad you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for all coming along. If I don't see you tomorrow dinner, I'll hope to see you Thursday evening, the same time. So take care. Happy Kerby colouring in the meantime, and speak to you all soon. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Good night. Bye bye. Oh, it's going to go off again now. It's going to. Yes, I want.